to use, and we are going to start using them to create actual thing that we can use on 3D Max. What we are going to do next is to start creating objects. So this is done by going to the plus sign over here, then choose geometry. Then you will be able to choose among one of these different types of shapes or of objects, but I'm going to start with the standard primitives, where I will be able to create like the geometric shapes, the ordinary geometric shapes. However, if you are like building something like an apartment or a block, you can, for example, choose stairs, where you will be able to get different type of shapes. So I'm going to choose standard primitives. Then I'm going to start by creating a box by clicking on box here. Then you will be able to drag like this to determine the X and Y axis, or the 2D dimensions of the box. Once you leave your mouse, you will be able now to build the third dimension. So it's basically by dragging once to decide the X and Y axis, then leave the mouse, then again drag it up or down to decide the third dimension. If you want to see how this shape looks like in all dimensions, you can click on this icon on the bottom right, where you will be able to see it on the top view, the front view, and the left view. Now if you want to start changing the position of your shape, you can head to select and move, where you will find 3 gizmos: the XY gizmo, the X gizmo, the Y gizmo, and the Z gizmo. And if you want to move it, you can just click on a specific gizmo and start dragging in the direction of this gizmo, like the Y axis, for example, here, and the Z axis or the Z axis. And if you want to move it between 2 different axes, you can move to till both of them are lighted with a yellow color and start moving like this. And if you want, for example, between the Y and Z axis, you can do the exact same until the 2 of them are brighted with yellow color. And you can see that on the bottom, the X, Y, and Z represents the coordinates of your shape. So whenever you change them, you can see that they are changing based on the position. Now if you want to rotate, you can do the same exact thing but this time by choosing select and rotate, and now you will see the exact same thing. You will be able to rotate when you stop with your mouse on with your cursor on a specific direction until it's lighted with a yellow color, where you will be able to rotate it across or with respect to this axis, like this. And again, if you want to rotate it between 2 axes, you can. I don't think that it will be colored with yellow, but you will be able to do it if you clicked like this on the Y axis. Then you can rotate to the left or right across the X axis. So you can do the same exact thing without having both of them colored as yellow, but you can just manipulate it with your mouse or your cursor, and you will also find X, Y, and Z, but this time they are not coordinates, they are angles that this shape makes with the 3 principal axes. Now if you want to modify this shape, you can click on modify here. After choosing this shape, you can click on modify on the top, where you will be able to see its name, its color. You can change its color from here. You can also see that 3D Max identifies this shape as a box, and you will be able to access its different parameters. So these 3 parameters are its dimensions, while these other 3 parameters are the number of segments that exist across a specific dimensions. So for example, if I choose this one to be 3, you will not be able to see any change. However, if I chose to see the other dimensions, you can see that it has been classified into 3 segments like that. So if you want to see it in the perspective view, you can head to the default shading and change it into either wireframe, where it will just remove the external color or the external body and show you the shape from the inside.